Hello YouTube, it's Chris, Harriet Pipes. Hope we're all doing well. So we're going to sort the light out a bit. That's better. There we go. Cheers. I'm having a glass of wine for a change. Had a really nice week in France. Went round last weekend. To some friends for dinner. Axel and Caroline and Bruno and Mel were there as well. And we got treated to a rather good evening of great company, first of all. Wonderful food and wine. So I'm restoring the balance by drinking a glass of Plonky Riesling, which is left over from a choucroute that I made the other day. But Axel's family, sort of half in France, or I don't know exactly. I think his dad's lives or spends time in Corsica and hunts. So we had a roasted boarlet leg, piglet of a wild boar, and I've nearly finished this pipe. He brought out some 20-year-old Bordeaux, and God, it was just like I've never owned wine like that in my life. It was fantastic. Anyway, so a nice time. Enjoying time in my workshop, making some different shapes, and had a good couple of days with Bruno. So today is my first day back in the workshop since my 2 days with Bruno. And yeah, that's sort of the catch up. I'm smoking GLP Fillmore, absolutely stellar vapor. My favorite tobacco. So got some pipes to show you. Rattling through my list of commissions, which is filling up at the back end nicely as well. Had a few more orders today, so thank you. You know who you are if you watch this. And so looking forward to starting on some new pipes next week. I've got 2 to finish this weekend, and then I'm on to my next batch. I try to do 5 handmade pipes a week. Depends on the shapes and stuff and the finishes, but it's not set in stone at all. It's just a little goal I give myself to keep things ticking over. And but I'm happy if I've done 3, you know. So I've got at the moment 4 finished pipes to show you. One that's just got oil on it, and I'm also halfway through another one, so I'm ahead of myself this week. But I watched a video from Piper X1X today, and Alex Midway Piper on the sly had ordered a fledgling billiard for Jonathan, and it's the first time I think I've seen someone. Trucking Piper Bob when he won a prize, but it's the first time I've seen someone unboxing a pipe that was purchased for them. So that was novel, and I wasn't disappointed. He was made up. It was really nice to be a fly on the wall for that. So thanks for doing that, Jonathan. Actually, it's there are various reasons why I became a pipe maker. One is because I like nerding out and making things by hand and being in my own space with my own company. And I think that's true of every pipe maker, certainly every pipe maker that I've met. We're quite solitary souls. But the other thing is, I want to make people happy, and I like the idea of people using what I produce. It's only part of the story, what happens in the workshop, you know. So yeah, so that was really nice to see. So thanks for doing that, Jonathan. Actually, that was really cheers. That was really good to watch. Let's put this down. Right, so let's show you some pipes. 3 the same. So I guess I'll do them 3, those 3. Where did that come from? Grammar police. First. Okay, so on the back of the rusticated bent nose warmer that I did, I had an order for 3 straight away after that, and some more interest as well for a slightly different shape. So I've made 3 of these, again with those orange rings, and they're all commissions. One guy's moving house, so I think I'll probably hang on to it for a bit for him, because he did sort of say, let me know when you're thinking about starting making it, because I might not be in a position, which is fair enough. But given that I had 3 on order, I made it anyway. So that's the first one. And that's the second one. I changed slightly what I was doing with the stem between the 2. Just different aesthetics. It's nice to play with, but you can see they're the same. The bowl is the same shape. It's fun to mess around with stems. I don't like making identical pipes every time necessarily. It's not important. I can have a play as well. And the third one, you'll notice that the shank end of the stem here is slightly larger than the other 2. That's because this one's for 6mm filter. That's going off to Kev up in Scotland. There we go. And then I was ordered by a chap called Gary, a Prince. He wanted an all black Prince. I had a bit of license and contrasted the rim and made it smooth for a bit of interest for him. And he wanted a slightly longer stem than I do regularly on my Princes. And so it's kind of quite Dunhill-esque, shall we say, in terms of the proportions. Because the Dunhill Prince had a longer stem than you see these days on Princes, generally speaking. So that's that guy. I realise there's almost nothing on the website at the moment, but I need to get these commissions done. That's a black ebonite stem, classic. I do like black ebonite stems on pipes. Obviously, I have to cater for more than just black stems, but there's something about them, isn't there, when it's nice and shiny like that. So that is going off to Gary when he replies to my email that I've just sent. So if you watch this video, Gary, check your emails. One of the things about it's sort of an international type business. You have customers from all over the world. There's the guy that bought the first one of these that I made, lives in New Zealand. I've had a customer in Malaysia, all over Europe, and then obviously the US as well. So I'm forever answering emails at 2-3 o'clock in the morning for people because of time differences and stuff. So you get used to kind of waiting for replies. But I've literally just sent that email to Gary. It's not about him. It's not about anyone. It's just part of the job. And then finally, Dave ordered a bulldog, longish curved bulldog. So I upsized the bowl. I would say this is a Group 5, sort of on the Dunhill scale size bowl. And this is the oil on the pipe curing at the moment, so there's a nice shine. But oh, Dave has hit the grain lottery, I think. Look at that. Great piece of briar. So there, yeah, that's my sort of take on a classic bulldog sort of shape. And that's with the Eldritch Slate. Obviously that needs polishing up still. It's only had a buff on the heaviest compounds, so need to work it back with the compounds to get some nice shine on that. But there's no point in doing that until the oiling's finished in terms of process. So how are we doing for that? Still a bit of a way to go. So that's fun. And then I'm playing with squashed tomatoes as well, but I won't show you those because they're nowhere near, and I need to refine the shaping on those. So yeah, what's happening this weekend? I'm a week ahead of myself on the Six Nations tournament. I thought I was going to be watching rugby, and then I messaged Kev with his pipe, who's a Scot, and he said, no, it's next week. So I think I will fettle about in here for a bit before dinner. And tomorrow, more pipe making. I've just picked out 20. When I go to Chicago, I want to take 30 odd pipes handmade, but I'd also like to take some of the fledgling range as well with me. So I need to fit in making some of those. So I've picked out sort of 20 bowls and stems that suit, and need to start working on those. Got a couple in order of those as well, and I've got 4 on the bench here. One I fitted a horn stem to. Nice billiard. I'll show you that. Obviously it's nowhere near, but it's a nice bit of horn. I've thinned out the stem. These are old factory stock horn stems, but if you've ever seen the horn stems on old French factory pipes, they're very, very thick here, and the button's huge. And I've fluted the airway as well, so I've just refined the button really on that, and then on the wheel fitted the shank stem transition. I need to fin it. It's not straight either. They're often not straight, so I just need to refine this side a bit as well. So yeah, but that looks like a nice bit of straight grain on that bowl, so we'll see. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm rattling on. I'm going to have my glass of wine, put these pipes away, catch up with some emails, plan my work for tomorrow. So, all the best everyone. Take care. Cheers.